Know thyself. Socrates. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Dalai Lama. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. Aristotle. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Edmund Burke. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. Albert Einstein. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. Buddha. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Aristotle. The first principle is that you must not fool yourself, and you are the easiest person to fool. Richard Feynman. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Albert Einstein. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Robert Frost. I think, therefore I am. René Descartes. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Socrates. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Aristotle. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Confucius. All men by nature desire knowledge. Aristotle. The more you know, the more you realize you know nothing. Socrates. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Plato. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. Marcus Aurelius. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. Bruce Lee. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. Plato. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not is a fool for life. Confucius. The purpose of life. Judge not, that ye be not judged. Jesus Christ. Man is by nature a social animal. Aristotle. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. Joseph Chilton Pearce. The best revenge is massive success. Frank Sinatra. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Hippocrates. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Socrates. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Buddha. All that is necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. Edmund Burke. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Confucius. The only source of knowledge is experience. Albert Einstein. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Winston Churchill. The 2 most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain. Without music, life would be a mistake. Friedrich Nietzsche. Everything in moderation, including moderation. Oscar Wilde. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. John Lennon.